Deep within the desert, where silence feels like a living presence guarding forgotten secrets, archaeologists uncovered structures that defy every logical explanation. Each stone carries markings that do not belong to any known civilization, as if invisible hands shaped them thousands of years ago. Reports describe internal chambers perfectly aligned with constellations that could only be mapped using advanced instruments, something impossible for ancient societies. While teams excavate, sensors detect vibrations and faint sounds rising from the ground, as though something hidden beneath is trying to awaken. These sites do not appear in historical records and emerge exactly where ancient maps warned of forbidden zones, suggesting that someone or something intended to keep their secrets buried. With every new layer removed, the mystery deepens, revealing signs that these structures were not made merely to endure, but to be discovered at a specific moment in time. Among the recovered artifacts are objects with cuts so precise they challenge even modern technology. Tools analyzed in laboratories show metal compositions not found naturally on Earth, raising theories of forgotten knowledge or contact with unknown intelligences. In one of the tombs, researchers found a disc covered in symbols that glow faintly when exposed to heat, as if storing some type of dormant energy. Every attempt to decode its meaning leads to new hypotheses, but never to a definitive answer. Archaeologists report that when handling these objects, an intense sense of déjà vu washes over them, as though ancient memories briefly surface. Studies suggest these artifacts may hold clues to a civilization that vanished without trace, prompting some specialists to suspect that their existence was intentionally erased from human history. The greatest intrigue arises when researchers identify repeating patterns in sites scattered across distant continents. The same markings, the same architectural style, the same astronomical alignment appear in places that never had contact with one another. This raises a disturbing question. Who coordinated a global construction project thousands of years ago? Modern satellite imagery reveals a hidden geometry connecting these points, forming a massive design visible only from the sky. Some scholars believe this network functioned as a map, possibly indicating routes, energy sources, or even dimensional gateways. The coincidence is so improbable that many avoid discussing it publicly, fearing ridicule. Yet everyone agrees on one undeniable fact. These patterns cannot be the result of chance. Beneath the surface, scientists discovered chambers that were not carved, but printed, formed as if some advanced technology had fused the surrounding material into flawless corridors. Even with today's machinery, replicating these structures would be nearly impossible. Strange electromagnetic frequencies radiate from these spaces, interfering with equipment and triggering intense sensations in those who enter. Some explorers hear whispers. Others report flashes of unfamiliar landscapes. Although these experiences sound supernatural, they occur so consistently that they become part of official research protocols. The most accepted theory among independent groups suggests these chambers served as centers for training, observation, or communication, created by a civilization whose origin remains unknown. At the heart of the largest site lies an inscription that remains the most baffling mystery of all. Its rough translation reads, "When they return, you will know the path." This single phrase has forced many experts to reconsider everything they believed about human history. Did the builders foresee a return? And more unsettling, return of whom? As excavations expand, the mysteries multiply, suggesting that what we call the past may be only the opening chapter of a far greater story still unfolding. The signs etched into these structures are not mere archaeological records. They are messages intended for those willing to look beyond the obvious. The question now is, are we ready for what may soon be revealed? Researchers exploring deeper layers of these ancient sites uncovered evidence suggesting that entire sections once operated through mechanisms far beyond simple engineering. Enormous stone plates, weighing several tons, appear to have been moved into place without any signs of force, friction, or tool marks, as though they were levitated or molded in midair. Advanced imaging shows microscopic patterns on the surfaces, delicate circuits carved directly into the rock, resembling primitive microchips. These findings ignite a disturbing possibility. Whoever built these structures had mastery over energy and matter that modern science cannot replicate. Even stranger, the deeper the excavation goes, the more the temperature fluctuates unnaturally, dropping suddenly as if some dormant system is reacting to the presence of intruders. Every step forward feels less like an archaeological dig and more like entering a complex, intentionally protected by technology we still do not comprehend. Outside the main complex, buried beneath layers of sand and ash, explorers found colossal statues arranged in a perfect circle. Their faces are eroded, yet their posture suggests that they were meant to observe the horizon, eternally watching for something or someone. Surrounding them are fragments of tablets carved with warnings written in multiple ancient languages, many of which had no contact with each other. How could messages identical in structure and meaning appear across civilizations separated by oceans? Some theorists propose that these warnings were delivered by travelers from an advanced culture who attempted to guide early humans. Others argue they were meant to seal knowledge away, preventing humanity from unlocking forces we are not yet prepared to handle. Either way, the inscriptions form a recurring phrase: guard the threshold. But the threshold to what remains unknown, and every translation leads back to the same chilling ambiguity. As night falls over the excavation site, strange phenomena begin to occur. Lights flicker in the distance where no equipment is placed. Unexplained shadows move along the edges of the ruins, captured by cameras but invisible to the naked eye. Teams report hearing rhythmic pulses echoing through the stone corridors, pulses that match no known geological pattern. Some scientists believe the entire complex might still be partially active, responding to cosmic cycles or human presence. Others think the structures function like a beacon awaiting reactivation. Whatever the truth is, one thing becomes undeniable. This site is not simply a remnant of the past. It behaves like a living system, silently watching, waiting. And as we stand at the brink of deciphering its purpose, we must confront a profound question. What happens when the message hidden in these ruins is finally understood? As investigations escalate, attention shifts to a hidden chamber recently detected beneath the lowest level, a chamber sealed behind a seamless wall of unknown alloy. Ground-penetrating sensors reveal a circular room containing a single monolithic structure, perfectly smooth, emitting faint pulses at intervals that match astronomical cycles from thousands of years ago. Scientists attempting to analyze the readings notice something alarming. The signal frequency has been slowly increasing over the past decade, as though responding to movements far beyond Earth. Some whisper that this chamber may hold the origin point of all the mysterious alignments found across the globe, a kind of ancient core designed to synchronize with forces we have yet to identify. Others believe it is a warning system, counting down to an event the original builders foresaw. Whatever the truth, one fact grows impossible to ignore. The past is no longer silent. It is speaking to us clearly, urgently, and the world may soon discover why. As archaeologists push deeper into these forbidden sites, it becomes clear that every new finding refuses to close a mystery. It only opens another. It feels as if we are touching something that was never meant to be forgotten, as if an ancient intelligence left clues precisely at a time when humanity would finally have the tools to recognize them. These signs, alignments, and artifacts form a kind of code we have not yet cracked, yet they spark the undeniable sense that a far greater revelation is approaching. Maybe we are not merely studying ruins, maybe we are following a path designed long before we existed, guiding us step by step until the moment we were ready to face the truth. And if you want to keep uncovering hidden mysteries, forbidden theories, and discoveries that defy everything we call history, make sure to follow our channel. Subscribe now and return for more revelations that will challenge everything you thought you knew.